mobile app is software that is made for smaller devices such as phones and tablets. They can use different functions of mobile devices such as sound, vibration, and screen rotation. Mobile apps have different uses. Some apps are made for specific tasks, and some can have multiple functions to help with many different tasks. The purpose of mobile apps is to provide entertainment, navigation, and to be used for financial purposes.
When the mobile app was first made, apps emerged from the early PDAs, through the addictive simple game Snake on the Nokia 6110 phone, to the first 500 apps in the Apple App Store when it made its debut in July 2008. First generation mobile phones were designed and developed by the handset manufacturers. Competition was fierce and trade secrets were closely guarded. They didn't want to expose the secrets of their handsets, so they developed the phone software in-house. Developers that weren't part of the inner circle had no opportunity to write applications for the phones. It was during this period the first time-waster games began to appear. Who developed the app? Nokia was famous for playing the 1970s video game Snake on some of its earliest phones. Others followed, adding games like Pong, Tetris, and Tic-Tac-Toe. June 1983, Steve Jobs predicts a software distribution system at a conference in Aspen themed, "The future isn't what it used to be." Jobs discusses a software distribution center similar to a record store where systems can be bought over phone lines.
How they're made: machine learning and artificial intelligence. AI is when a computer shows some level of intelligence. Machine learning is computers learning information, how to do something the way humans learn, instead of just doing the things that are coded into them. Apps such as Netflix and Tinder take the information you give it by watching shows or swiping on people's pictures to cater to the user. Accelerated mobile pages. Make it easy to create apps and content and have it uploaded instantly. It's part of a project led by Google that started in October 7, 2015. There's 3 parts to it: AMP HTML, AMP JavaScript, and AMP caches. The benefits of AMP are speed, accessibility, innovation, distribution, and experience. App design. Make sure the app isn't cluttered. Plan out the overall design or look before everything else. And the app should be interactive and easy to understand and use. Designing apps for different types of phones should be taken into consideration because they are all different. Next comes prototyping to make sure the app runs the way it should and has everything that is planned into. After that, visual design and meeting user needs.
The market of wearable apps is a really large playing field, with a total revenue of nearly $28 billion generated in 2016, and with an expected revenue of $34 billion in 2020. Unlike normal applications, wearable apps are expected to carry out functions that are a lot more unique and creative. Wearable apps have access to the device hardware like sensors, receivers, and more. They collect data from the hardware with the help of the network they are connected to, utilize them further to provide the desired output.
We live in an era where mobile apps have become a real need. Needs such as entertainment, navigation, and financial purposes. Mobile apps, for a while now, they have been an influential player in the online world. According to the US audience, YouTube's apps hold the #1 ranking place on the list of best mobile music and video apps in the United States. Unless you've been hiding under a rock for the past decade, you've probably been familiar with the phenomenon called Netflix, watching movies and TV shows on your popular smart TV, game console, PC, or Mac devices is constantly gaining its popularity. HBO is another popular app as well. This on-demand streaming service is available for purchase through a subscription package from your local provider. Once you get your HBO login, the universe of popular TV shows, movies, and documentaries will be yours. There's probably no better entertainment mobile app for the closing part of this list than Snapchat. This mobile messaging application is used for sharing photos, texts, videos, and drawings. Another basic need to our daily lives from mobile apps is navigation. When we think of navigation apps, we typically think of Google Maps. It's the one most people recommend. Sometimes users don't know what to search for and need help figuring out the partitioning of the search page. A solid navigation app offers turn-by-turn directions, bicycle routes, traffic updates, and access to offline maps. And if you're after extra features, there are apps for finding the quickest way to hit dozens of stops after planning the ultimate road trip, and apps to navigate you through traffic jams. And last but not least, financial purposes. Many consumers use financial services because it saves them time, keeps them organized, keeps them motivated, and the app's more convenient. Consumers like fast things. They like things easy, and they like things to be convenient. Mobile banking allows you to access your accounts 24/7. Transferring money doesn't have to be between the hours of 9 to 5, but on your time. Looking up your insurance policy doesn't mean you're dialing up your representative, but rather swiping through your mobile app. Sticking to a budget doesn't need to require spreadsheets, but rather simple notifications when you're nearing your limits.
The future of apps lies in making them a seamless part of everyday work, life, and play, lessening the need to physically engage with computing hardware of all types.